Genesis chapter 18. And God appeared to him before the oak in Mamre, at his sitting near the door of his tent at midday. And lifting up his eyes, he looked, and behold, 3 men had set upon him. And seeing, he ran up to meet with them from the door of his tent, and did obeisance upon the ground. And he said, O Lord, if surely I found favor before you, you should not go by your servant. Let there be taken now water, and let them wash your feet, and be cooled under the tree. And I will bring bread, and you shall eat, and after this you shall go in your journey, because of which you turned aside to your servant. And they said, Thus do as you have said. And Abraham hastened unto the tent to Sarah, and he said to her, Hasten, and mix up 3 measures of fine flour, and make a cake baked in hot ashes. And Abraham ran to the oxen, and he took a tender and good young calf, and gave it to the servant, and he hastened to prepare it. And he took butter and milk, and the young calf which he prepared, and placed it near to them, and they ate. And he stood beside them under the tree. And he said to him, Where is Sarah, your wife? And answering he said, Behold, in the tent. And he said, Returning, I will come to you according to this time to the hour, and Sarah your wife will have a son. And Sarah heard by the door of the tent, being behind him. And Abraham and Sarah were older, advanced of days, and Sarah ceased to be in the feminine ways. And Sarah laughed in herself, saying, For not yet has it happened to me until now, and my Lord is older. And the Lord said to Abraham, Why is it that Sarah laughed in herself, saying, Indeed, is it truly I will bear, and I have grown old? Is the saying impossible to the Lord? At this time to the hour I will return to you, and there will be to Sarah a son. But Sarah denied, saying, I did not laugh, for she feared. And he said to her, No, but you laughed. And having risen up from there, the men looked down upon the face of Sodom and Gomorrah. And Abraham went with them, escorting them. And the Lord said, No way shall I hide from Abraham my servant what I do. But coming to pass to Abraham, he will be made into a great and populous nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed by him. For I had known that he will order his sons and his house after him, and they will guard the ways of the Lord, to do righteousness and good judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham all as much as he said to him. And the Lord said, The cry of Sodom and Gomorrah has multiplied towards me, and their sins are great, exceedingly. Going down then, I will see if it is according to their cry coming to me that they exhaust, and if not, that I may know. And turning back from there, the men came unto Sodom. And Abraham was still standing before the Lord. And Abraham approaching said, You would not destroy together a just one with an impious one, and the just one will be as the impious one. If there might be 50 just ones in the city, will you destroy them? Will you not spare all the place because of the 50 just ones, if there should be so in it? By no means shall you do as this saying, to kill a just one with an impious one, and the just one shall be as the impious one. By no means, O one judging all the earth, will you not execute judgment? And the Lord said, If there should be in Sodom 50 just ones in the city, I will leave off doing so to all the place on account of them. And Abraham responding said, Now that I began to speak to my Lord, and I am earth and ashes, but if the 50 just ones may be lessened to 45, will you destroy because of the 5 all the city? And he said, No way will I destroy if I find there 45. And he added yet to speak to him, and he said, But if there may be found there 40? And he said, No way should I destroy because of the 40. And he said, Much less, O Lord, if I may speak, but if there may be found there 30. And he said, No way will I destroy because of the 30. And he said, Since I've taken to speak to the Lord, but if there may be found there 20. And he said, No way will I destroy if I should find there 20. And he said, Much less, O Lord, if I may speak still once more, but if there may be found there 10. And he said, No way will I destroy because of the 10. And the Lord went forth, as he ceased speaking to Abraham, and Abraham returned to his place.